Hi, good morning students. Welcome back to your lecture of mathematics. Here I am Veena here with you to teach you a new lesson in maths, chapter 11, ratio and proportion. So today we are going to learn an interesting topic in mathematics with an example. Now, here we have two people. They two are sisters. That is Anita and Reema. You know the age of Anita is 15 years and age of Reema is 30 years. Now let's compare it in the form of ratio and proportion. Now let us understand from this example that what is ratio and proportion and how to read and write it. Now Anita's age to Reema's age, we are comparing it. So it is 15 colon 30. Now when we say it as 15 colon 30, it is actually read as 15 is to 30. In ratio form, it is written 15 by 30 and in proportion, it is 15 is to 30. Hence, in ratio and proportion, we normally write in this form. It is necessary to write the ratio and proportion in the reduced or simplest form always if it can be or if it goes in the same table. Now, in this example of the age of Anita and Reema, it is 15 and 30 years. When we compare it, that is 15 upon 30 can be reduced as 1 upon 2. That is 1 is to 2. How? Because 15 and 30 goes in the table of 15. So 15 divided by 50, 15 is 1 and 30 divided by 15 is 2. So this is the way that we have got the simplest form of 15 by 30. Now please remember children, when two quantities are compared by division, then the quotient of that division is called a ratio. I guess you all understood the example of Anita and Reema. Very good. So let's begin with some more examples here to understand the topic of ratio and proportion much better. For example, in a sports club with a total of 50 members, 30 of them like cricket and 20 like hockey. What is the ratio of the number of players whose favorite is cricket and to the number of students whose favorite sport is hockey? Let's find it with the comparison of cricket to hockey. Now members whose favorite is cricket is 30 and members whose favorite is hockey is 20. As we are comparing it, we have to write in the ratio proportion form. That is members whose favorite is cricket by members whose favorite is hockey. Here it is 30 by 20 or I could say it as 30 is to 20. Now both these numbers 30 and 20 goes in the table of 10. So 30 divided by 10 by 20 divided by 10. When we divide it, we get the ratio and proportion as 3 by 2 or I could say it as 3 is to 2. Now, if it is asked as hockey to cricket, just vice versa. Now, till now we have solved as cricket to hockey. But if it is asked as hockey to cricket, will the ratio be same? No. It will also change upside down. Now, it was 3 is to 2 for cricket to hockey. When it is hockey to cricket, it is 2 by 3 or 2 is to 3. Now, let's see further some more examples to understand the topic. What is the ratio of 500 centimeter to 50 meter? Now what do you think? Can we directly write it in the ratio form? No. Always remember that when we are finding the ratio of two quantities of the same kind, we have to first express them in the same units. However, the ratio does not have a unit. Actually, it is just in the form of is to. There is no centimeter or meter or rupees written in ratio and proportion. It's just by and is to. So numbers should be in the same unit actually to find the ratio and proportion. So if it is here centimeter and meters, we have to convert any one to the other form. So it's easy to convert centimeter to meters. That is 500 centimeter to meter. So what is 500 centimeter? It's 5 meter. As we know 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. Therefore 500 centimeter equals to 500 divided by 100. We get it as 5 meters. Now the ratio of 5 meters to 50 meters. This 500 has converted to 50. So 5 meter to 50 meter both are meters now. So 5 is to 50 means 5 by 50. Now both these goes in the table of 5. So 5 divided by 5 by 50 divided by 5 equals to we get it as 1 upon 10. Therefore the ratio of 500 centimeter to 50 meter is 1 is to 10. I'll just write it over here. It is actually 500. Okay, just a typing error, understand it. Okay, now next. Now the ratio of number of boys to the number of girls is 4 is to 9. If the number of girls is 24, remember ratio is already given over here as 4 is to 9. And the number of girls are 24. We have to find boys. So that means something is missing that we have to find. Till now we have got the total number and we used to find ratio. But in this question ratio is already given and we need to find any one unit that has been not given or asked us to find out. Now number of girls is 24, it is given. Let the number of boys be x, as we have done in the previous chapters. We used to write x. The ratio of number of boys to girls, we need the ratio of boys to girls which is given as 4 is to 9. So x by 24 equals to 9 by 4. Why I wrote it? So that I can find the value of x very easily. Even you can write it as 24 by x. But to find the value of x very easily during the solving, it is good to write the ratio upside down because we need to find boys to girls and we don't know boys. So boys is x. So let x be always in the numerator form. Okay. So x by 24 equals to 9 by 4. Here it is in the ratio of girls to boys. So now this 24 can't be divided by x. So I will multiply it on both the sides as we have done in the lesson equation just previous. So x by 24 into 24 equals to 9 by 4 into 24. So 24 ones are 24 gets cancelled. What is left? Only x which is in the numerator equals to 4 and 24 can be divided and we get it as 6. So 9 6 are 54. Hence the number of boys is 54. Very good. Find the ratio of the first number to the second. So here we have some of the questions from your practice set where we have to find the ratio of the first to second. First question is 24 and 56. First number is 24. Second is 56. So the ratio of 24 to 56 is 24 by 56 equals to, both the number goes in which table? Yes, it's 8. So 8 3s are 24, 8 7s are 56. We can even write in the division form, but I found multiplication is much easier than division. So 8 3s are 24 and 8 7s are 56. So 8 is going in the same. So what is left is 3 by 7. Hence the ratio is 3 by 7. 63 and 49, the ratio is 63 upon 49 equals to, both the number goes in the table of 7. 7 9s are 63, 7 7s are 49. So 9 upon 7. 7 and 7 gets cancelled. That is 7 1s are 7. What is left is 9 and 7. Next 52 65. Ratio of 52 to 65 is, both the numbers goes in which table? It goes in the table of 13. So 13 4s are 52. 13 5s are 65. So 13 and 13 goes in the same table 1. So what is left is 4 and 5. That is 4 by 5, or I could say it as 4 is to 5. Next 84 and 60. So 84 and 60, 84 by 60 is the form, and which table it goes is 12. So 12 7s are 84, 12 5s are 60. So what is the ratio of 84 and 60? It is 7 is to 5. Very good. You all are getting the topic very well, I guess. Now it's much more easy. Since two more questions I have posted here, you can see to it in the same form of multiplication. Even you can do it in the form of division. But division you need to find out and get the answer. Multiplication is much easier. Hence I went through this method which is there in your textbook as well. Now here we are going to find the ratio of first to second, but where units are given. Like previous we had an example where centimeter and meter was given. Similarly, now here we have numbers whose ratios we have to find, but in the given units. But remember children, while writing in the form of ratio in the answer, we need not write any units. Okay, just write in the form of numerator or denominator and is to form. Okay. First one, 25 beads and 40 beads. So the ratio of 25 beads to 40 beads is 25 by 40. Goes in the table of 5. So 5 5s are 25, 5 8s are 40. So the ratio is 5 is to 8. Now 40 rupees to 120 rupees. 40 upon 120. Now in that 40 into 1 is 40. 40 into 3 is 120. So what is our ratio? 1 upon 3. Very good. Now next, 99 kilograms, 4400 grams. Now see here, the kilograms and grams both are different. You know, there is high and low level. But we need it to be in the same unit. So we have to convert any one into the other. So here I am converting 4400 grams into kilogram. That is much easier than converting into grams. So 1 kilogram is 1000 gram. So 4400 grams is 44 kilograms. So 99 by 44 goes in the table of 11. So 11 into 9 upon 11 into 4. The ratio is 9 is to 4. Now 15 minutes, 1 hour. Now again here minutes and hour is given. We have to convert any one. So I have converted 1 hour into minutes. That is 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. Therefore the ratio of 15 minutes to 60 minutes is 50 by 60. 15 and 60 goes in the table of 15. So 15 into 1 upon 15 into 4. So what is the ratio? 1 is to 4. Now we have some more questions from the same practice set in that quantity. So here the sixth question is 1 liter to 250 milliliter, where we have to find the ratio liter to milliliter, but we know that we need the same units. So I'm getting converted liter to milliliter, that is 1 liter equals to 1000 milliliter. Therefore 1000 upon 250 goes in the table of 250. Therefore 250 into 4 is 1000 by 250 into 1 is 250. So 4 upon 1 is our ratio, which is 4 is to 1. Next, 60 paise and 1 rupee. Both are again different units, but we need same units. Again the same way to convert. So 1 rupee is 100 paise. So I got converted 1 rupee. Hence my ratio of 60 upon 100 is, which goes in the table of 20. That is 20 into 360 and 20 into 500. So my ratio is 3 is to 5. And similarly, I have done two more questions over here of 750 grams and half kilo. Half kilo is 500 grams, so no need for conversion. Just convert that fraction given into numbers and you can write the ratio. Next, it is 125 centimeter to 1 meter. Convert the meter to centimeter, which is much easier. Then 125 by 100, you will get the answer. That is 5 is to 4 as your ratio. Till now we have solved in numbers directly given as first and second quantity, which you were able to solve. But now we will have some word problems from your practice set where we have to understand the question and then find the ratio whichever they have asked in the practice set. Now Rima has 24 notebooks and 18 books. Find the ratio of notebooks to books. So how many books Rima has? 24 notebooks and 18 books. We have to find the ratio of notebooks to books, that is 24 by 18, or I could say it as 24 is to 18. Both the numbers goes in which table? Right, it's 6. So 6 4s are 24, 6 3s are 18. So 4 by 3 is the answer we got. Hence the required ratio of notebooks to books is 4 is to 3. Now, Snehal has a red ribbon that is 80 centimeter long and a blue ribbon of 2.20 meter long. Now see children, here the units are different. So what is the rule speaking? That we need same units to find the ratio and proportion. Now we have to find the ratio of the length of red ribbon to that of the blue ribbon. So 1 meter, here we know it as 100 centimeter. So how much it is given in the question? 80 centimeter and 2.20 meter. So convert 2.20 meter into centimeter. That is 2.20 into, that is multiplied by 100. We get it as 220 centimeter. So we need to find the ratio of red to blue. That is 80 by 220. So both 80 and 220 goes in which table? It goes in the table of 20. So 20 into 4 is 80. 20 into 11 is 220. Hence the ratio that is received by us in this question is 4 by 11. And therefore the required ratio is 4 by 11 or 4 is to 11. Let us move towards the last question of this video, part 1 of ratio and proportion. Now here Shubham's age today is 12 years. Remember, right? Today is 12 years. Father's age is 42 years. Shubham's mother is younger than his father by 6 years. Find the ratio of following. First one, ratio of Shubham's age to mother's age. Now if Shubham is 12 we know, father is 42 years old we know, but what is mother's age? There is a condition given that mother is younger. Younger means smaller than father by 6 years. So 6 years means 42 minus 6. Younger than smaller, na? So 42 minus 6. That is 36 years. Now Shubham is 12 years. Father is 42 years. Shubham's mother is 36 years. So Shubham's age to his mother's age means 12 is to 36. Then both the table goes in the number 12. So 12 into 1 is 12, 12 into 3 is 36. Hence the ratio of Shubham's age to his mother's age today is 1 is to 3. Ratio of Shubham's mother's age to father's age today. Shubham's mother's age is 36 and father's is 42. So 36 by 42. Both the numbers goes in the table of 6. So 36 and 42 goes in the table of 6. That is 6 into 6 by 6 into 7. Hence the ratio of Shubham's mother's age to father's age today is 6 is to 7. Next, the ratio of Shubham's age to his mother's age. Again Shubham to mother. But when Shubham was 10 years old. Now Shubham is 12 years. So 10 years means just 2 years before, right? So Shubham's age when it is 10, think before 2 years, that is now mother's age is 36. Before 2 years, what is the age of mother? That is 36 minus 2, it is 34. Hence the ratio of Shubham's age to his mother's age when Shubham was 10 years old is 10 upon 34. That is 10 is to 34, which can be written in reduced form as, which goes in the table of 2. That is 2 into 5 by 2 into 17, 5 by 17, or I could say it as 5 is to 17 in ratio proportion form. Now, children, we have completed with the basics of the lesson ratio and proportion this year, which is an introduction part for you all, where you are learning by ages, by units or by numbers given to you. But we have one more method coming up with the same topic, ratio and proportion, which will be mostly used by you in the upcoming standards of mathematics, which is a bit higher level for you this year. We'll come up with it in the next lecture of mathematics with a new video. Thank you once again to watch the video.